Hi, my name is James Massey, and today we're going to talk about how to dominate a neighborhood by using marketing. So if you like the information that I'm going to be talking about today, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to my channel. All right. So this is the biggest thing that a lot of agents want to be able to do, and that is to dominate a neighborhood and have it to the point where you're the main person to make all the sales in that particular neighborhood. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to use what's called a force multiplier, right? And a force multiplier is something where, it's almost like, you come from the land, you come from the sea, and you come from above in the air. So you want to dominate every aspect of every situation. So what I found is that what most people do is they might just go and send out a bunch of postcards. And do postcards work? Yeah, they can work, right? Or they may just start making phone calls. Do phone calls work? Yeah, they can also work as well. But one of the things that I found is everything works together for your benefit if you're doing all the stuff at the same time. So I'm gonna explain to you exactly what I mean by that. So one of the things that I've always done is I've actually did like a circle prospecting within a neighborhood. So you can get data on a neighborhood, and you can make phone calls to that neighborhood, and you can do what I call a survey, right? And that survey is just pretty simple. And you're just asking a question. By chance, if you were able to get your asking price, would you know somebody that might be looking to move in the next 3 to 6 months? That's it. So you do that survey, and you'll be surprised on how many people will say, well, no, maybe not 3 months, or maybe 8 months, or, maybe within a year, I might be considering something like that. But what you're doing is you're creating and you're getting data when you're asking that particular question. So the next question that, that you're going to ask is like, all right, fine. Well, is you or maybe one of your neighbors by chance looking to move? And then they say, well, not myself, but I might know my neighbor or whatever. So you just, once again, you're collecting data. All right. So that's first touch. The next touch that you do is kind of like a geofencing type thing. You can actually do a geofence around a neighborhood to the point where every time that somebody gets on their social media, your ad pops up. And what I like to do is I like to use for sale signs. It's funny because if I use a for sale sign and that for sale sign actually has my face on it, and if it has a particular offer on that particular face as well, guess what? They're going to get the perception of seeing me everywhere. So it's almost like if you can be on television. If you can be on television on a regular basis, you're automatically viewed as somebody that is important and knows their business in real estate, right? Yeah, so that's the same process, right? So if I'm seeing that type of situation where everybody's seeing me on a consistent basis whenever they go to, Facebook, or they go to Instagram, if they're searching for particular products online and my face pops up with a for sale sign and I'm actually presenting an offer to them, even if they're not clicking on my ad, they still see me. One, they hear me because I'm making a phone call. Two, I'm following around social media everywhere they go. And then the third part of it, when I do get a listing in that particular neighborhood, what I do at that particular time is I actually send a postcard to all the neighbors, right? And I let them know, like, hey, I have a listing that's going to be coming soon at this particular address. I'm going to be doing an open house, and in that open house, I'll be glad if you can come by, take a look at the house, and see some of the things that we're doing in order to sell this property. You can choose your own neighbors. So that's one of the things that when you say something like that, once again, even if they don't show up, they heard me again, they seen another postcard about a listing, and now what I'm gonna do on top of that is I'm actually gonna go 10 doors to the front, 10 doors behind, 10 doors to the side, and I'm gonna actually introduce myself. And I'm gonna let them know I am the local real estate agent, and I'm actually at this open house that's gonna happen at 3 o'clock today or at 2 o'clock today, whatever it is. So now I'm introducing myself to the neighborhood. And guess what? I'm gonna ask the same question. Do you know somebody that might be looking to sell? Or by chance, do you know a buyer that might be interested in this particular home? So if I'm doing something like that, Like, I'm working harder than all the other agents. No agent is working harder than me at that particular time. So obviously the house is gonna go under contract, right? So what I'm gonna do after that, I'm gonna send another postcard out. But I'm gonna, on top of that postcard, I'm gonna actually call the neighborhood as well, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna tell them like, hey, did you know that the homeowner at 312 Main Street just went under contract? And we got an offer. In fact, we got multiple offers with that particular person. In fact, your neighborhood is so hot that if you had wanted to get your asking price or get a particular price, I've already got buyers that are interested. Would you, or do you know somebody that might be interested in selling it? So that's another touch, right? So the next part about it as well. So after the home goes under contract and then it actually sells, I'm gonna send another postcard out saying just sold. And that postcard just sold is gonna have another offer to that particular person about finding out what your home value is worth, letting them know that we have buyers that's interested in the neighborhood. And then I'm gonna give them a call again. Hey, by the way, the home on 312 Main Street just sold. And we've got multiple offers with that particular home as well. And we still have people that are interested in the neighborhood. So like, then on top of it, 30 days afterward, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna send another postcard about a free market report. I'm gonna send another postcard about what your home is actually worth. And I'm actually gonna give them a call as well. Not to mention, I'm still following them around on the internet. They're seeing all of my ads. They're seeing all of my information. So guess what? When they think about buying or when they think about selling their home, guess what they're gonna think about? They're gonna think about me. They're gonna look at the hardest working real estate agent. And no, Tom Jones, I don't know if anybody remember Tom Jones morning show, but he used to always say, the hardest working disc jockey out there. I'm the hardest working real estate agent that's out there. Once I start getting multiple houses listed and sold, and I'm doing this over and over and over again, I become a household name when it comes to real estate. In fact, they've heard from me so many times, they've seen so much of my information that they believe that I'm the only real estate agent in this particular area. So guess what? When they look to buy or sell, they're gonna think about me and they're gonna give me a call first above anybody else. So if you like the information that I just shared here today, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to my channel. I'm always sharing information, some things that I've been able to do to grow my business and to build my brand and to be a dominant force in this real estate industry. So see you all on the next video, and I hope you definitely enjoyed the information. Don't forget to like and subscribe.